Hey guys, Izzy, MJ, and Jason, we are out camping. So when you own an RV, whether it's a motorhome or a trailer, there's always going to be these little annoying things, right? It's not going to be warranty work. It's not going to be something that the dealer has to fix. It's just these things that are going to be annoying. And we're going to talk about 7 different RV hacks, DIY hacks that we did to Nelly, our motorhome, that were super cheap, some of them free, and have resolved some pretty annoying issues.
And make sure to stay to the end because every one of these hacks will benefit you and cost very little.
So our first hack, and we actually learned this when we were out in Indiana staying with Theodore and his family. One of the things that's pretty annoying, I'm sure this happened to many people on RVs, whether it's a fifth wheel or whatever it may be. Ours is on the motorhome. We have this pantry here. Now you can see the pantries are pretty deep. And when we go away, MJ likes to stack these things, you know, packed to the T's, right?
Go.
So what would happen is, I'm going to show you how it comes stock. It comes with one, and there's another one of these in the bottom, and they kind of go pinched in right into these catches, right? And what would happen is, if I would take a left-hand turn, it was too heavy, this thing would be flying out, stuff would be out, stuff would be on the floor, there'd be all kind of F-bombs being dropped. But Theodore showed us something, and it's actually worked pretty well. So let's just come over here.
Who's Theodore for people who don't know?
So Theodore is the grandson of Malin Miller. He's also a subscriber to our channel, and Theodore has been a friend of the channel for a long time. We actually stayed with his family out in Indiana. Wealth of knowledge.
Guy.
Obviously, Newmar family, they know a lot about Newmars and motorhomes. So what he told us, so if you look at the door, at the catches on the drawers, they're a little more heavy duty. You look at these catches, right? And they're actually a little bit stronger of a catch. These never opened on us. So what he had suggested, and he actually done it on one of his motorhomes, if we come back over to the pantry, I just added an additional catch, right? I added one right here. Now, if you want to add more, I started with one because I didn't want to make it so heavy that I couldn't pull it. But now, if I really tap it in there, this doesn't open anymore. Packs of these on Amazon, they're super cheap. I think they're like 10 bucks. We're gonna put them in the link below, but you can put as many of these as you want. If that wasn't enough, I would just stick another one down here. I would stick another one down here. Whatever we had to do to make this close, I would do it. So hack number 1 is put draw catches on the doors of your pantries.
Number 2, so this annoyance is an RV mattress. Now, RV mattresses are known for not being the most comfortable thing to sleep on, right? So it's kind of, I don't know, maybe like a prison bed or something, not like I've been on one, but we wanted to get something to make sleeping a little more enjoyable. So we looked into mattress toppers, all right? Without replacing the mattress, this was the next most affordable way to make sleeping better. So we got an E-Luxury mattress topper, which is actually used in Marriott hotels. It is so soft, so cushiony. It's pretty much like sleeping on cotton, all right? The first night we slept on it, it was unbelievable. Felt great when we woke up. This definitely solved the problem of uncomfortable RV bed syndrome without getting a mattress. So I highly recommend, if you don't have a mattress topper already and you're not happy with your bed, definitely invest in one.
All right, so you may be wondering, why does Izzy have the chair on the table, the dining room table? Well, it's pretty important. It's gonna take us to hack number 3, and it's called seat socks. Now, if you have porcelain tile floors or even vinyl floors like we have, when you're moving these chairs around, they can scratch up the floor. So on one of the forums, I don't remember what forum, somebody suggested seat socks, and I Googled it, and it's this coolest little invention. And basically, it's a sock that you put on the legs of the chairs that you have inside your motorhome or your regular home, it doesn't matter. What that does, it makes a protective barrier between the bottom leg of your seat and your floor, thus not allowing that to scratch up your floor. So number 3, seat socks.
All right, number 4 annoyance, and this is what I'm sure everybody experiences, or maybe not if you don't use a lot of electronics on your RV, but not enough outlets, all right? So
especially USB outlets.
Right. So with us, you know, I work when we're on the road, so I have a computer. We have a computer for our YouTube work. We have tons of phones and tablets and everything else. So outlets was an issue, especially with Jason, who's always, you know, hogging them all. So anyway, I found this thing for Izzy for Christmas, and it's a hack, but it's a product, it's from POWRUI. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it's a block and it has multiple outlets and USB ports. So you can charge up to has four USBs, and we have them right here, and then 3 outlets. So what we did is we actually have 2 right next to each other, so we have a total of 6 outlets and 8 USBs. So we can charge a lot of stuff. And notice now, this is the first trip we've used these, and we're not fighting over, not fighting, but we're not searching for outlet space. This has solved the problem. So the solution to number 4, the POWRUI plug adapter.
So number 5, and this is a big one for motorhomes. You won't notice this on a trailer because you're not going to be in the trailer going down the road, but on a motorhome you will. It's going to be the squeaks, especially coming from the front end by the windshield and the doors. Now, I don't know about other brands, driven gas, Fleetwood, diesel, Newmars, gas Tiffins, they freaking all squeak, okay? But we have found a pretty good solution to resolve this. So the first area where they squeak a lot, it's going to be on the front windshield where the plastic, I guess you would call them A-pillars in a car. I don't know what they're called on Class A's, but the A-pillar, there's usually a plastic cover. Where that meets the contact with both the dashboard and where the windshield, for whatever reason, they rub and they squeak. So what I did, again, thanks to the forums, bought some felt tape, took out those A-pillar covers, ran a seam of felt tape all the way down by the windshield, over by it to where that cover meets the dashboard, and those squeaks are gone. That is a permanent solution. The second place where you're going to hear a lot of squeaks is going to be on the door. Now, these are not commercial grade Prevos or Newell coaches. Just keep that in mind. Probably won't hear that much in there. We have a production motorhome. They're using, outsourced doors. So the fit and finish is not going to be as it should be if you got some commercial grade motorhome. So there's going to be some rattling. There's going to be some squeaking. Now, for the rattling, I did something. What I did was I used foam tape. I bought some just that foam insulation tape that we use on your windows at home, on your door. Foam taped around the whole frame of the door. What that did was it closed the gap, space that was between that door and the frame, and that rattling went away, and you have a much tighter seal. So if you have some wind noise, kills that. The second place where there's going to be an issue is the catch, the door catch and latch where that catches to on the door. As it goes down the road, there's a lot of squeaking. It's metal on metal. Now, this is not a permanent solution. If somebody has a permanent solution, put it in the comments below. But what we found was a temporary solution, enough when you're going down the road that it doesn't drive you insane, because it gets pretty annoying. So there's 2 things you can do. You can do one, you can use just lithium grease on the shaft where the catch is. Put some lithium grease on there that will lubricate the metal on metal. It reduces or gets rid of the squeaking temporarily. The second thing you can do is where the latch is on your door frame, wrap it in a thin layer of black electrical tape or any kind of electrical tape. So when that latch catches, again, it's not metal on metal. That gets rid of it. The problem is as you open and close the door and that catch and latch eventually grab onto each other, wears it down, and you have to change it occasionally. If anybody else, like I said, has found the solution, I'm thinking of a great solution. If they would put some kind of really hard polymer catch, I'm sure there's a reason why they don't do it, or I should say latch. If they did that, I think it would work out really well, but I'm not an engineer, so put in the comments below again. Electrical tape, felt tape, lithium grease, hack number 5.
So the 6th annoyance is waking up in the middle of the night and going to the bathroom and stubbing my toe, banging my head on the wall, and walking into things because there is no light. So what he did is he installed LED strip lights, and we put them behind the TV and under the sink. They're probably one of the most helpful things when waking up in the middle of the night and having to use the bathroom.
What do they do? You can dim it.
The dimness, change all the colors. There's many different variety of colors. It's awesome.
All right, the last annoyance, the last hack that we have, it's regarding the slide. So on the Newmar slides, and this may apply to other manufacturers or not, but this is specifically to Newmar, there's actually slide rollers on the floors of the slide. So what happens in a lot of cases is those rollers over time, they start to wear on your flooring, whether that's tile flooring or vinyl flooring, whatever it may be. It's going to start leaving marks. If you're not careful and you vacuum everything up, it'll start driving things, dirt and other debris into your floor. You don't want that to happen. So 2 things we suggest. Number 1, you always vacuum before you close the slides. The second thing is, again, I found this on the forums. Newmar sells what's they're called just these slide roll floor protectors. These are like, I think they're like 15 bucks each. We got them at the Newmar Service Center, but you can order them through the Newmar website, and I'm sure there's other companies that use them. How they work is like this. Before we take the slide in, we already know where the rollers are. There's a roller under here, there's a roller by the refrigerator. What we will do is put this as such. When we bring the slide in, the roller will roll onto this, thus protecting the floor. So when the slides are closed, those are on the floor. Once we open the slides up, we remove them, we put them in the closet. So far, 2 years, our floors look excellent, and we think it has to do with the combination of vacuuming everything as well as protecting it as best as possible.
And also with you like cleaning it with a toothbrush every day.
Correct. So number 7 will be protect your expensive floors with some RV slide roll protectors. So those are 7 hacks out of many that we've used on our motorhome.
Leave a comment down below and tell us what hacks you used.
And for myself and MJ and Jason, we thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the road.